Every year, thousands of people dream about starting their own clothing brand. They imagine seeing people wearing their design, building a community around their style, and turning creativity into a real business. But most people never move beyond the idea stage. The reason isn't always lack of talent or passion. The real problem is that many beginners simply don't understand the process of turning a fashion idea into a working brand. In this video, we're going to break down the complete process of creating and marketing your own clothing label, from the first idea all the way to building a recognizable brand. If you're interested in entrepreneurship, fashion, or building a creative business, this guide will help you understand how the process really works. Defining your brand identity. Before designing your first product, the most important step is defining your brand identity. A clothing brand is not simply about selling shirts, hoodies, or jackets. It represents a lifestyle, a message, or a community that people want to be part of. Without a clear identity, your clothing line will look like just another random collection of designs rather than a brand people connect with. Think about the brands that attract loyal audiences. Some focus on streetwear culture, others represent minimalist luxury, and some build their identity around sustainability and ethical fashion. The strongest brands know exactly who their audience is and what their brand stands for. That clarity influences everything from design choices to marketing style. When creating your clothing label, you need to ask yourself several important questions. Who is the ideal customer for your brand? What kind of lifestyle does your brand represent? What feelings should people experience when they wear your clothing? Once you answer these questions, you'll start building a brand identity that guides every decision you make. Choosing a strong brand name. After defining your brand identity, the next step is choosing a name that represents your label. A strong brand name plays a huge role in how people remember and recognize your business. It should be simple, easy to pronounce, and unique enough to stand out in the crowded fashion market. Many successful clothing brands use short names that are easy to remember. Simplicity helps customers recall the brand and makes it easier to market online. When choosing a name, it's important to check if the domain name is available for a website and whether the same name can be used on social media platforms. Consistency across platforms makes your brand look more professional and trustworthy. Another important step is making sure the name isn't already trademarked by another company. Using a name that's already legally protected could cause serious problems in the future. Taking the time to research and choose a unique brand name can save you many complications later. Choosing a production method. Once your designs are ready, the next step is deciding how your clothing will be produced. There are several production methods available, and the best choice depends on your budget and long-term goals. One of the most popular options for beginners is print-on-demand production. With this method, companies print your designs on clothing only when a customer places an order. This means you don't need to buy inventory in advance. Services like Printful and Printify handle printing and shipping, allowing you to focus on marketing your brand. This approach greatly reduces financial risk for new entrepreneurs. Another option is small batch manufacturing. Instead of producing items one by one, you order a small quantity of products from a manufacturer. This allows you to control quality and create more customized clothing, but it requires some upfront investment. Many new brands begin with batches of around 50 to 100 items per design to test demand. For larger brands, private label manufacturing becomes an option. In this system, factories produce clothing with custom labels, fabrics, and designs specifically for your brand. However, this usually requires larger budgets and more experience in the fashion industry. Building your online store. In the past, clothing brands relied heavily on physical stores to reach customers. Today, most new brands start by launching online. A professional website acts as your digital storefront, allowing customers to explore your products and make purchases from anywhere in the world. Platforms like Shopify and WooCommerce make it easy to create a professional online store without needing advanced technical skills. These platforms offer templates that allow you to design a visually appealing website with product pages, payment systems, and shipping options. A good online store should present your brand clearly and professionally. High-quality product photos, clear descriptions, and accurate size guides help customers feel confident about making a purchase. The checkout process should also be simple and smooth because complicated checkout systems often cause customers to abandon their orders. Marketing through social media. Even the best clothing designs will not sell if people don't know the brand exists. Marketing plays a critical role in building a successful clothing label, and social media has become one of the most powerful tools for reaching new audiences. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube allow fashion brands to showcase their identity and connect directly with potential customers. Posting lifestyle content, behind-the-scenes videos, and styling ideas helps people understand the culture of your brand. Instead of only posting product photos, successful clothing brands create content that reflects the lifestyle associated with their clothing. This might include street photography, fashion inspiration, or short videos showing how the clothing fits into everyday life. The goal is to build a visual world around the brand that attracts people emotionally as well as aesthetically. Influencer and community marketing. Another powerful marketing strategy is working with influencers and creators. Instead of relying only on paid advertising, many clothing brands collaborate with content creators who already have established audiences. Micro-influencers with smaller but highly engaged audiences can be especially effective. These creators often have strong relationships with their followers, making their recommendations feel authentic rather than promotional. Sending free products to influencers in exchange for content can introduce your brand to thousands of potential customers quickly. Building a community around your brand is equally important. Encouraging customers to share photos wearing your clothing creates organic marketing that spreads naturally through social media. When people see others enjoying your products, it increases trust and interest in your brand, creating hype and product drops. Many modern clothing brands use limited releases to generate excitement. Instead of constantly keeping products available, they release small collections at specific times known as drops. This strategy creates urgency because customers know the items may sell out quickly. Limited drops can make the brand feel more exclusive and desirable. Streetwear brands especially have used this approach successfully to build hype around their products. However, this strategy works best when your brand already has an audience paying attention to your releases. Early on, the focus should remain on building awareness and trust before relying on scarcity marketing. Maintaining quality and customer experience. A clothing brand's long-term success depends heavily on customer experience. When people receive your product, the quality should match the expectations created by your marketing. Poor fabric quality or unreliable shipping can damage a brand's reputation very quickly. Every detail matters, including packaging, product durability, and communication with customers. Providing responsive customer support and resolving issues quickly can turn a simple purchase into a positive brand experience. Satisfied customers often become repeat buyers and recommend the brand to others. Word-of-mouth marketing remains one of the most powerful forms of promotion for any business. Creating and marketing your own clothing label is both challenging and exciting. It requires creativity, patience, and a clear understanding of your audience. While the process may seem complex at first, breaking it down into manageable steps makes the journey much more achievable. If you stay committed to your vision, focus on quality, and build a community around your brand, your clothing label can evolve from a simple idea into something people proudly wear and support.